Fighter jets fly low over Cairo. The planes roared through the center of the Egyptian city as the curfew approached. They made several passes, flying lower with each approach, an apparent attempt to show that the military retains control of a city beset by looting, armed robbery, and anti-government protests. Earlier Sunday, thousands gathered in Tahrir Square in central Cairo. There they prayed for the nearly 75 people killed in 5 days of protests. Meanwhile, police returned to some streets nearly 2 days after virtually disappearing. The army sent hundreds more troops and armored vehicles onto the streets. The U.S. Embassy in Cairo told Americans to consider leaving Egypt as soon as possible. It's authorized the voluntary departure of dependents and non-emergency employees. That's not an easy task, as dozens of flights have been canceled. Delta, the only American carrier with direct Cairo service, has suspended all of its flights.
I don't like being in this situation. It's very chaotic for us.
Hundreds of people are stranded at Cairo International Airport.
We don't speak the language, and it's hard to communicate with people and get information, and so the best thing for us is to get to the airport.
Secretary of State Hillary Clinton appeared on all 5 major Sunday talk shows. She said the U.S. expects that the protests in Egypt will lead to free and fair elections as part of an orderly transition to real democracy. State TV Sunday showed images of President Hosni Mubarak during a visit to the country's military command center. The brief footage appeared designed to project an image of normalcy. In contrast, gangs of armed men attacked at least 4 jails across Egypt before dawn, helping to free hundreds of Muslim militants and thousands of other inmates.
With the breakdown of law and order, I think personal security becomes a priority.
Friday, Egypt cut off all internet access. Sunday, Egyptian mobile networks were back up after days of cutoffs, but with text messaging widely disrupted. BlackBerry Messenger and mobile internet services were operating sporadically. Broadcaster Al Jazeera said authorities ordered the closure of its Cairo news hub. Matt Friedman, The Associated Press.